Hey guys, just saw your video actually got on because I was going to do this tights and fights video response, and so I had all that out. But I thought, hey, let's listen again to what Az has, and then it dawned on me this response. So I'm going to go ahead and read it to you. Normative language and knowledge, or sorry, normative language. Fear with what you fill the gaps. Fill in the gaps with what you fill in the gaps with. As if the whole of our historic philosophy was history for all hermeneutics applied. Prediction becomes prescription. Philosophy is 50 years behind history in the making, or writing. What you are looking for is the person of philosophy, or to name the body politic of philosophy, as I want to define influence, or I want you to define influence. This is a humanistic work. Undertakings, not in philosopher's work, except when one keeps purebred priestly classes alive, or one appreciates the canon. It will, but by that I mean priestly classes of information, people that hold the information, people that are experts in their trade. You could say doctors come from priestly classes of people that hold this or have a commonality. It will take more contemporaries in order to delineate that line, but it will take more contemporaries' expressions of an instant, not the expressions of an instant that happened ago or a moment ago, yet you want objective, congratulatory, or congregate in the ward, this designated space or line that you're looking for. You can practice a game. Games are not always a practice. But apparently you can't make a patent and a practice, and I mean that from for your book. Turning the canon of philosophy into a fire hydrant and attaching a hose. But wait, I'm mixing this up. A practice is not a writing. Think of what it means to invent as opposed to describe in terms of mathematics. Does mathematics invent the world? Or is it describing the world? Is it pulling from, or is it noting? And how is it, as an objective body of number knowledge that we say is pure in its form and its practice, how does that describe everything universal? Now, unadulterated, pure mathematics, like a metaphor for an argument of truth, one must inject another metaphor. And that is the metaphor of turning the philosophy, or the canons of philosophy, into fire hydrants and then attaching a hose. Logic, binary logics, describe this. Normative truths, that is. Let's see, binary, normic. I'm all over the map. Hey, look at this thing. That thing is a stinking wreck, Az. Okay, so here we go. Here's the next spot. Power struggles are possible. To be free is not to be free from in all cases. So you met Michael Foucault. To be free is not to be free from. So his focal theme is on certain influences. Now, species-specific commonality and community declared is artifacts. It functions as a public contemporary interaction that's happening in the instant, a nowness. And then there's language describing what it is to be in these communities. Now, artifacts include books on religion and personal experiences or personal expressions. Atheists, politics or politics, stem from not wanting to do business with other tribes of people. They don't have the same language as the religious person. Some religions want you to become one tribe, and one tribe of thought, so that they can have business transactions with you, and you're not screwing their afterlife vision over by adulterating that. So some people expect and feel the same, meaning they feel in common, or they agree with this. To be on the same page is as much personal conduct as it is likable canons of thought that one might find financially beneficial or fruitful. Banquets of beautiful thoughts. Humans eat vegetable soup. People eat swine with apple. I don't care about Wittgenstein's blood type or how his piss tastes. Here you can say that I am aspect blind. Now, humans eat vegetable soup, and they cook it and they season it, and it's a cause for life. Cause if the life is part bakery. Some people want to give themselves a dessert at the end of life, and that's their way in which they're following it. That's their personalized vision of how things can go once they lead themselves through the language that allows them this pointing, where people follow the rules of grammar. But some people like a desert, and they want a desert at their life. They want to eat cactus and scorpions. But I like Wittgenstein's vision anyway, and I liked Googling my eyes over it. So anyway, that actually took me a while to write to you, and looks like I got some spare time. So anyway, everybody, I'm just going back and forth, just a little tights and fights, and I hope to see more of you in person on Stick'em, so that we can be live contemporaries, or we can do these artifactic type, more blockish responses for one another. Okay, well, for all you who are seeing more than 72 frames a minute,